Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's Ian from Peniglen Cabin Life. Now those of you who have watched my videos before, I'll step back a bit. Those of you who's watched my videos before, you'll know that when I was a kid, I told the story when I was a kid that I used to go to my mates' houses, and when we used to go in the garden, we used to dig trenches and play war and soldiers, and we used to have plastic machine guns that we used to click. And we had hats, if you remember. If you watch the video going back, you'll see it when I talk about it. Well, I was talking to my brother Stuart about it. I was saying that, do you remember when I used to go to Gary's and all theirs, and I used to do all that? And he said, yeah, I can remember that. I said, hey, have you still got that hat of mine that I used to use? And he said, somewhere, but I'd have to have a look for it. Anyway, he's posted it me. Eh? Now, I want a translation on this, right? So obviously we've got Steve there, it's been scraped on. Now, those of you who know what that says, if you could write in the comments so I know what it says. Nobody seems to know. And then again on that side, even if it's terrible what it means, I'd love to know, because we've always wondered in the family what it means. So it's a relative that went away obviously on holiday and come back with this. It's cracker, isn't it? You just play war with it. Brilliant. It's brought back some memories, that, honestly, it's brilliant. I talk to Stuart about stories about the past, and he posts stuff to me all the time that he finds. So that's an interesting one, that, isn't it? Eh? So that's that. So like I say, hi to everybody. It's a strange beginning to a video, I know. I've got a couple of shout outs. I'd like to say hi to Susie and Scott. Now Susie's not been so good, so a big shout out, hi to Susie. Might lift her spirit slightly, knowing people care. What else has been happening? I've been starting to get the timber ready to build at the side. I'm building a little extension on the side before I build the back. I've got some more timber coming so I can build a big porch on the front. I'm having a bit of trouble with one of my solar setups as well, because inside, if you notice, I've got 3 at the top and then 3 at the bottom control panels. Well, it's split into 2, so obviously the top 3 runs one and the bottom 3 runs the other. But the very bottom one, it's not taking any wattage off the solar, so I'm not sure if one of the panels has gone, I don't know. So I'm going to have to get up on the roof and have a look at that. So it's showing nothing. So the other 2 are working, the other 2 sections are working, no trouble. It's just that one that's not. So that's about it really. I had the plumber come, we had a bit of trouble with my water, that weren't working right, so he's been and sorted that out. I had a visitor the other week, last week, Nick. He came to see me, did a few jobs for me, Nick. He's a good lad, he's my mate, Nick. That's about it really. I've not seen anybody else. This lockdown's really been hard even for me really, as daft as it sounds, because even though I live in the middle of nowhere and I very rarely see anybody, the strange thing is, the best way to describe it is, even though I don't see nobody very often, but I can't drive, you see, because I suffer with epilepsy now, so I can't drive. So I'm just here all the time. So the thing is, even though not many people come, it's always in the back of my mind, oh well, Ian's not been for a bit, and Patrick's not been for a bit, and Scott's not been. I always think like that, and I think, oh, I wonder if they might come today. So I potter my jobs and doing all my jobs, in the back of my mind I'm thinking, oh, they might turn up today. So you're always thinking you're going to get a visitor. Sounds a bit daft that, but that's how it works for me. But because of the lockdown, I know nobody's coming, and that's really affected me. I don't know why it's affected me in that way, but it has. So that's what's made me get a bit run down with the litter of pups as well. And just has been a bit much for me, but I've had a lot of support of people. Those are my friends, plus my new friends as well who I've met with the litter. They've all been supportive. So I just want to say thank you for all those who've supported me while I've been feeling down lately, and ringing me up and emailing me and texting me and making sure I'm okay. I really do mean it. It means a lot that you all did that for me. So I want to say thank you. Now, have you got time to come in for a cuppa. Also, I know a lot of you know because you've been on my website, the Peniglen Labrador's website. Then I've got a litter of pups due, another litter. I only have 2 litters a year, so I've got another litter of pups due in 3 weeks with Brooke. So I'll let you have a look at Brooke when we come in. I've nearly completed the Peniglen Cabin Life website, so that'll go live soon. There'll be a little shop on it as well, so I hope you'll support me with the shop. Helps to fund the channels. If you could do that, I really would appreciate it. But if you can't, you can't, no problem at all. So yeah, you coming in for a cuppa then? Alright then, I'll put kettle on. You come straight in, alright? Oh, you're there? Bloody hell, I'm looking for you. I wondered where you were. Bloody hell, I asked you to come in for a cuppa and you just disappeared. Now I turn round, you're there. So, right, kettle on. That's obviously my bunk, you know that anyway. So that's where I'll be having the litter again, down there. Obviously I've got lights down there and everything. That's my ladder going up, as you know. I'm thinking of making a new front door, so I'll be on with that. Now, look at this. Now this mixer was my late mother's mixer. She had this at the house at home when we was growing up. Now it's low power, so it runs off the solar, no trouble. Now as you know, I've got the solar running, so I've got batteries. So as you can see, right? Oh, why is it? Come on. That's not a good sign, is it? It's not plugged in, lad. Oh. I'm a bit worried then. Oh, now remember we've got solar on. Oh, looks no trouble. Not good. Yep. Now the best thing about this is because it's an older machine, you can get all the attachments for it for peanuts off eBay. So you can get attachments for the back. You can get, now I've got to remember how you do this. You can get an attachment for the front here, and you can get an attachment for the top there. So I'll be starting to buy some of these attachments, getting them all in. So there's coffee grinders, there's all sorts you can get. So I'll be ordering everything in slowly. I'm going to also get another mixing bowl, or I might even get 2, because I'll be doing quite a bit of baking. As promised, I'm going to show you some of the dogs again. Here's our Brookie. Here she is. Right. I'll show you in a sec. She's too busy cuddling me. There's our Brookie. There you can see she's in pup. Not getting very good angles on this, am I? There's our mummy Tweed. There's our Treacle. And there's our little Ida. There, so I've put a tall shelf up at the top, up there, big long shelf, like that, and then I've got my shelf there. Now it's stopped at that point there, didn't it? I only had it up to there. So now I've built an extension shelf right to the end. So I've got all my whiskies there, my big collection. And then I've got them starting up on the top shelf up there. So that's that. I've got my record player, so I've been listening to my records now. I've had more room over there. I enjoy my records. So that's that.